This video is intended for adults and children upwards the age of 14. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yo, what's happening, people? Welcome back to the Nerd Crate. I'm back. Was about time. That week, like I never felt so, I don't know, out of breath and kind of down and dragging. But you know what? It's all good. I'm gonna tell you in a little bit. So yeah, here we are again, and like I said, last week was pretty horrible. Like on Sunday, not the last, like 2 days ago, the other one before that, I was feeling so weird. I was genuinely thinking that I was having the C virus, you know? I really thought about that because I don't know if you saw that video on Facebook. There was on Facebook a video doing the rounds about a guy that was lying in intensive care, I don't know, somewhere in the States. And he said that pretty much COVID-19 is awarding you, when you got it, that you lie your ass down. You not do anything, you know? I hope this isn't too loud, guys. I need to have my window open. Like, we have our first few bits of spring here. This room heats up soon. And he was like, COVID-19 is rewarding one when you're doing nothing. So you're lying on the couch or you're sitting there and you're doing nothing and you feel fine. But as soon as you're trying to do something, like your respiratory system and your circulatory system is getting down. It's getting down so bad, like you won't believe. It's crazy. And I was having the same kind of thing, and I was really afraid. I was really afraid because as I was sitting, I was feeling pretty much normal. You know, I had this little bit of feeling in my bones and on my skin, like at the start of a cold, you know, where it's all weirdly dry and hot, and when you tense up your fist, it's like it's not enough power. You know what I mean? It's hard to put into words. I think you know what I mean. So that's what I had. And when I got up, my circulatory system went down, my breath went down, I went out of breath so super fast. And I had this pretty much till Friday. So since then it's steady up. So I can finally going back to doing this. And that's all I want to say to you. I'm back, I'm good. And we'll continue to do stuff. So before we come to today's topic, I actually have a topic. It's something that is sitting on my mind for some time now, and I wanted to talk to you about it. I just want to get you a little bit of a recap because I was gone for a week now, right? So the last Sunday, like I told you, where I was starting to feel bad, I released the Doom Eternal review, the Doom Eternal Collector's Edition. I told you how the game was pretty much until then. Didn't play that much ahead because I'm currently backpedaling on certain levels. I want to have a little bit more few goals from the level, and also getting the Unmaker. That's kind of a secret weapon you can get, and I'm gonna go to course for that. I'm gonna finish that up. Then the week was dry, super dry, but on Sunday then I returned with my little crate hangouts. I had Carl Rigo there, goes by Classifaction, does super cool glass engravings, beautiful jobs, beautiful talent, self-taught, great person. So if you haven't seen this live, you can check that out. Then tonight we finally return with Voice of Chaos, and today we probably finally will talk about space. You know, I got my combiner space back there, and it's currently still a little bit empty. Only Fans Hobby Super Ginra is standing there, but that's gonna be filled. And Dennis the Menace came up with it. He's gonna be there, and we wanna try and talk about what we do with two bigger things. You know, I got my Hulkbuster over there, got a space for that. I showed you that in the room tour, and there's just stuff that's too big. You know, it's just too big. And what will you do Will you keep those in boxes, or do you have special spaces that you can, I don't know, carve up and I don't know, improvise like I did back there? I guess it will be an interesting conversation. So that will be over in the Collector's Bay. If you haven't subscribed that, if you like so, down in the description is a link. And on Thursday, a new review, a short one, a update. Storm Collectibles Cyrax, that's gonna be a very quick one. I've done it below 15 minutes. There's new stuff in there, like size and the weight, you can see that. But otherwise, everything that's important in there on this figure, what is new, is in there. And everything that is the same, I will address otherwise, just so you know, new stuff is coming. And now for today's topic. Like, what does the title actually say? Like self-approach. It is a word that came pretty important to me pretty much ever since I got into contact with Dan from Send in the Bay Reviews. We take this as a word for, okay, you've got expectations of everybody else, but what about your self-expectations? What about your self-approach, your self-worth? What do you want to do in certain things? Do you have a standard, a set self-standard that you would like to you would like to set, and also would you like to keep? Like, I for myself have a certain standard that I would like to keep, like with my household, with the dusting and with lighting of the cabinets, and with my cat, that everything works good, and that my dishes are always done, and my clothes are always done, and everything like that. And also with the channel, I have ideas where I want to go with this, and I have a certain set of standards with my working, with my YouTube, and also with my actual working, you know? There's a certain set there. But I get the feeling like in now today's times that's going on the back burner more and more. I don't know about you guys. Maybe you think like, hey, where does he carve up that topic, you know? But it's something that was roaming my mind for quite some time. And the best example, two actually, happened last week. The first one was that I was in a YouTube group. It was about streamers. And I approached the group, like I clicked join, and then you get a questions, right? The introductions. And that join window, the question window, tells you specific or asks you specifically, what do you do? Do you stream? And I said in my introductory text, you know, I said, yes, I stream, but I mainly do videos. So they had the chance at this point to say, okay, you don't stream, you only stream for a certain amount, not much. That's not the group for you. But they didn't. They accepted me. Then I shared my first video around. I believe it was an episode of Voice of Chaos. I don't remember anymore. That shit is gone. I'm just telling you because of the topic, you know? So I shared that around, and not one soul commented on that. That's also the thing with those YouTube groups. They are barely communities. I don't know what's that about. Anyway, so I did the second video afterwards then, which was the slideshow for my Bandai Soul of Shogoken Die Rugger. Oh, by the way, I released that on Friday. I forgot that. If you want to check that out. Anyway, so the dude that answered me then finally on the first video deleted that video and said to me, yeah, it's not connected to any kind of stream. And I'm like, dude, but you accepted me. You accepted me, and I told you what I was doing. I'm doing videos, I rarely stream, and you accepted me. You accepted me into the group, knowing what I do. And then there were answers from certain other people that, like, they were all trying to be funny and shit, like they all had too much Mac jokers, you know? So I was like, dude, you know what I did. You know that I do videos. And I told you in my introduction text that I stream, but only once a month, and I do mostly nerd videos. And you said that's okay. And now all of a sudden it's not okay again. So it's a double standard. And that's again a bad standard. So we went to blows about that, and I was like, you know, fuck that shit, man. My time is too precious. Like, I know this sounds pretty arrogant and maybe also pretty disrespectful, but we only roughly get around 100 years old, you know? And a shitty discussion with a dude like that, that's robbing you of a good couple minutes. You will never get that back. So I said, you know what? It's all good. I do not stream. You mean to accept me, then you don't accept me. Water under the bridge. Anyway, next set of standards. That's gonna be a short one. Total dickhead. In Corona times, nevertheless, I almost came to blows with a dude in the parking lot. And I was all up in the jacket with my cap on, with my hat on, with my cargos, and I was just trying to get my power back, my breathing back, you know, my standing. And I was walking over a big parking lot. Like, you gotta imagine, you go down a flight of stairs at our town hall, and then you're in the parking lot of that. And you go pretty much diagonal over there. It's a lot of space. And that parking lot funnels into the parking lot of a Home Depot kind of store. So given, I'm honest here, I was a little bit bored during walking. I wasn't in the mood to hear any music. I was scrolling about a little bit on my smartphone while walking. But I was always looking up, you know, I was scrolling and then I was walking a little bit more, I was walking around and looking again. So I had all of that in my looks. And I was on the other parking lot already. And there is an entrance for the cars. And then this dude comes on there, I don't know, with maybe like 30 kilometers per hour, which is a lot, which is pretty much a lot. And he came like from the street, diagonal, over the curb, onto the parking lot. He barely missed me by about a meter. It's about 3 feet, something like that. And I almost came to blows with him. This dude would not accept that he was in the wrong. Like, I know I fucked up because I looked at my smartphone. I always wanted to say handy, but you can't work with that word. Well, on my smartphone. But he didn't want to hear that. He was like, you better stop lying. Why am I lying? I was saying that I was walking over the parking lot, and I came over here and I saw you and you almost grazed me. And you didn't even look at me. Certain people got involved with that, but it wasn't any good. This dude clearly didn't mean to listen. And the fun part is, that's where the self-standard comes in. Like I said, I was sick. I was walking in my hat and with my hoodie and with my cargo pants and everything. And he looks at me and he tries to insult me, telling me, look at you, what do you look like? And I'm like, motherfucker, what do you even talk to me about? What do I look like? Hoodie? Check. Cargo pants? Check. The only thing different your punk ass is doing is your fucking pants is having any batik pattern on the pants. You know that, I don't know, I believe it's done with salt. I tried to look it up and I put it in here so you know. That's the only difference. Although no, he had like, I don't know, he had weird flocks of hair on his head, and the teeth. Again, self-standard. Like, I was ill. I was just trying to get my power back. But this guy, oh. Some people. So if I have a topic like that and I want to talk to you, I will take an inspiration from my buddy Dan. And for the future, we will call that stuff Hate in a Crate. I don't know if I'm gonna do a video series of it, but that's the name for stuff like that now. Hashtag Hate in a Crate. So that's it for today, guys. Just a little bit of a rant, a little bit of a recap. Wanted to show you my face, that I'm back again, I'm good again. Feeling like myself again, like I can breathe again, almost without coughing, almost. But nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed. I'm not blasting you with all of that shit. I hope I will see you tonight on Voice of Kaon and on the next review. Stuff is getting up again. All right, go into gear. So thanks for watching. I will see you soon, guys. Take care.